Hi, my name is David Crandall, and I'm a software engineer at Charter Incorporated. Basically, it's a cable company that works mostly in the South and the East, but we have a headquarters in Denver. Most of my day, my t-shirt and jeans is usually enough of a dress code, although at this point I start wearing things with buttons. But no sleeves, no ties, and jeans about half the time. It's really kind of nice. It's pretty lax, and there's kind of a general soft dress code for uniforms of software engineers. My typical day, I come in, we talk to each other for about a half an hour about what we did the day before. We call it a stand up. We do a quick talk about what we're doing that day, what we do the day before, and then if you're not in management, you go to your desk and then you just crank out stuff. Either you identify a problem that needs fixing, or you have some project that you're supposed to be working on with some sort of a deadline. What's really good is usually you can have some music on and kind of listen and just do work, and it's really kind of a neat sort of inception like trance you can get yourself in as you're writing code and just working in that headspace. So that's some really good stuff is you get to see some of your product go out. Some bad stuff about it is sometimes you break things and those have to be fixed right away. So that kind of is maybe not so good about that line of work. To get a career in here, originally, and it's still true, is a degree in computer science is really recommended. There's a lot of math you end up doing, and it's not all very straightforward. And sorry, dog came in. Um, there's a lot of math, and it's not all very straightforward as far as what you do. Sometimes you have to be kind of apply logic a little bit. You will have to do algebra at any level in computer engineering, computer software, but you might not need calculus, and I would recommend statistics because people use statistics to lie. And you got to make sure that you're doing it appropriately when you do it. Um, let's see what else, if there was anything I could think of. One of the things that's kind of changed in the last 20 years is a lot of people can get what they call a boot camp. And these are good, but do not fool yourself that you're going to have an easy time just going to 12 weeks of course and then instantly jumping into a senior software engineer role. There is a lot of hard work, and it is a lot like learning a second language that applies math to change reality. And so there's a lot of work that will have to be involved with learning. So no skill that you learn is ever easily taught or learned. So nothing or everything, learning takes time, whatever the case. So that's my take on being a software engineer. Other cool perks, I can't think of many. I can work from home. So in the case of the Rona, as we are right now, I'm capable of just doing my work out of my basement or bedroom as I may have it. And generally, all I need is a laptop. And if you wanted to get started as a software engineer, like where do I go? If you're watching this on the web, the internet, right click on like a link and go to inspect. If this is assuming you're in Chrome, and that will pop up the debug tab. And from there, start changing stuff. Type some weird stuff in there. Do something. And that's a good start on it. There's no license that you have to mess with software. And that's kind of good and a bad thing. It's good that it's accessible to anybody. It's a pool in which a fly can swim and an elephant can drink, or an elephant can drink and a fly can swim, whatever the case. Um, so that's really good. The one thing, the interview process for a lot of jobs kind of knows that too, and they will test you quite a bit. You get asked some very odd questions in interviews to get a job, and sometimes getting a job can be pretty difficult because of that. Largely because sometimes the self-taught guys and gals are much better than the college educated guys and gals, and so it's interesting to ferret that out. But college always helps you get past HR, so it gets your resume at least a little more noticed. So anyway, I think that is pretty much it. Hope